Hello? Hello? Okay, well now I added my mic back in, but now it's not gonna have the right filters on it. Does it sound really bad? Queen of problems. Shut up, Muddy! Does it sound really bad? It sounds alright. Oh wait, maybe if I just add the old one. Wait, no. What? What? Okay, I don't know. Can you hear me on this scene too? Okay. It sounds fine. Hi, Sleepy Emmy. Hey, you're sleepy. Oh, wait, this is the wrong scene. Hello? Did you quit your job? Yes. I like. I asked for 2 months off, but I don't know if I'll go back when the 2 months are over. Can you hear now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing, testing. What are we gonna do today? We're gonna play some Stanley Parable, I think. Don't go back. I might not, but I might if I have to. If I am running out of money and I need a job, I'll probably go back. Cool sweater. Thanks, it's my mom's. I've been cat sitting my cat at my mom's house and I've been stealing her clothes. Also, thank you, Peason, for the sub and the gift sub. Thank you. Hi, Taurus. Hi, Nico. Hi, Jax. Hi, Sunmeep. Hi, Kirby. Hi, Muddy. Purple Sky. Hello. Welcome back. Cyborg. Cree. Oh, tarot card reading. Oh, no. That got redeemed. I don't have my tarot cards. I need to delete that redeem. I have not, done that yet. But, ow. I can give you a Pokemon card reading if you want. If you're interested, let me know. Hi, Scotchy B. I'm eating gummy bears, by the way. Hi, Nexus. Okay, I think I said hi to everyone. Okay, we're gonna play some Stanley Parable. Magic! Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Hi, Magic. How have you been? That reminds me, really quickly, I need to just fix my Twitch goal thing. Because that thing up there, it says I have 52 subs. But you know what? I have 39. So it's not accurate. Is your face sunburnt? I was sitting out in the sun today. So it very well may be. Working a lot? Working a lot? Me too, but I quit today, so that won't be happening much longer. Okay, let me just update this. Subscriber count 39? Did that work? Oh, now it says 39. Oh, what? What? Hello? I don't know why it's not working, but we can just pretend like it's accurate. Hi, Penguin. Xerxes. 19 months? Why did it do 2? Oh, Flash did a sub too. Oh my gosh, thank you! Thank you, Xerxes and Flash. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I figured out how to fix it. 39. Well, now I should have more than 39. Oh, now I have 41. Okay, hold on. Let me fix it. Once I fix it, it'll update itself. Okay. Okay, there we go. We're good now. Okay, thank you for your patience. We're gonna play Stanley Parable. When I last was playing, I wasn't sure what to do next, so if anybody wants to help update, if anybody wants to help, let me know where to go, because I don't want to walk around aimlessly for a while. I want to be done with this game, because you know what? I want to start Poppy Playtime. And then I'm doing a charity stream on Monday the 30th. And for that, I think I want to restart the FNAF series and play through the whole thing again. Because I miss it already. I think I played through them all once. I think I want to do it again. Hype train. Do we have a hype train? We have a level 3 hype train? Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Enter the correct. Wait. Please tell me it saved my progress. Hey. 9:51. It should have saved my progress. If it didn't, we're playing a different game. Before we get started, can I just... Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. Oh, okay. So it did save. Okay. You're welcome, game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. What can I say? I'm just an overachiever. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Not to toot my own horn, but I set the clock both times. I feel like I'm swallowing so loud. Oh! We hit the Xerxes! Yo! Oh my gosh, thank you! Xerxes! What? Oh my gosh. Oh. Level 5 hype train, let's go. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Wow. Xerxes is such a homie, you guys. Xerxes has been here since the day I got affiliate. The day I hit affiliate, Xerxes was here on my 21st birthday. I think that my 21st birthday was my first affiliate stream. Xerxes was here. That was the beginning of it all. And Xerxes is still around, which is insane. Thank you so much, Xerxes. I really appreciate it. Making me feel special or whatever. Thank you. What's my favorite time? Oh, my favorite time is 3:33 because that's the time I was born. Thank you so much. Cyborg, thank you for the sub. 4 months. Oh my gosh, thank you. Wow, 4 months. And Xerxes is at 19. Almost 20 months. I've been streaming longer than I thought. Feels like it hasn't been that long. Sorry, the alert is going. Can you guys even hear the alert? Oh yeah, you can. Okay. Oh, I earned a hype train emote. Thank you guys. Aw. Does that mean we beat the hype train?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
I've been seeing 333 everywhere. It's an angel number, and I was born at that time, so I think that means that I'm an angel. I mean, I don't make the rules, but I think that's just how it goes. I don't know how, but I got gifted a sub. That was probably from Xerxes. The alerts are still going. Cry face. Why the cry face? And peace in. Thank you for the biddies.
Make it a funny number.
Make it a funny number. Oh, now we have 76. Wow. Thank you guys. So many alerts. I know. I love it. I love the cat kiss.
427's job was simple. He
Gummy
sat
bear.
at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others...
Oh, I skipped it. Okay. So, I thought it was gonna start me out back where I was the first time.
All of his co-workers...
Oh, the
were
balloons
gone.
are still there.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I just saw the title, no more pizzas. No more pizzas. I just put my 2 weeks in yesterday, and I cried. But like, I had to quit because I haven't streamed in 2 weeks. I haven't done any homework in like a month. I just like have had no motivation to do anything. So I decided that I have to quit my job and put my time and effort into things that I actually care about. But yeah, I have some money saved up, so I'll be good. I am moved out, and it's probably not the best idea to quit my job, but I do have some money saved up, so I'll be good for a little while. I asked my job for 2 months off, so I didn't like really quit. I just asked for 2 months off, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna go back after the 2 months are over. So I pretty much quit. But I might go back someday. But yeah, we'll see. I'm muting my mic so you don't hear me drinking the water. I think to get back to where I was.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I think he's lying. I think last time I got to the place I went to, I just clicked on all the doors. It's going to make you happier. Options are option as well. Smart. Yeah, I wanted the option to be able to go back someday. So I told them I just need a break. Like I like the company. Like it's fine. I don't have any problems with it. It's just like me personally not doing good right now. So I just needed a break. So maybe I'll go back someday. After I've rested. Because all I do is work, you guys, you know? That's all I do. I never have any fun. And which, that sucks because, like, I'm 22, you know? Like, I should be having fun right now. I should be I feel like I'm like losing my passion for art and like what I want to do in my life, and like I shouldn't be doing that at 22, you know? So I decided to quit.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the
Funny
office
drug number.
because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment. When
Wait.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
maybe
he
it won't
entered
let
the
me do
door
that
on his
again.
left.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Let's go this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Speaking of art.
Hi.
You're literally in the same situation I was last year. I feel like you're going down the right path for you. I hope so. You're wise beyond your years, I mean. Thank you. Well, I hope it's the right decision because during COVID, I didn't have a job and I was just like at home all the time and it made me feel sad. So I hope that doesn't happen again, but now COVID's kind of ending, so I don't think it'll be like that this time. I don't know. I mean, that part of a job is a boring place that you don't like. Part of a job is a boring place that you don't like. Yes, I think I get what you're saying. I turned 22 a few months ago and my roommate played 22 when I woke up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that probably got played when I turned 22.
Ah, yes.
When I visited my friends.
Worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, muted but eager to get back to business. Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm gonna go this way. Bloshi, what's up? How have you
Stanley
been?
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure.
Came here because
We
the
really
title.
are not.
I clickbaited
I realize
you.
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
One of
but
my
the
friends
fact
turned
is
22. We
that the
played
story
Taylor
has
Swift and
been
they took
about
22
nothing
shots
but
of
you
soju.
all this time.
What is
There's someone
soju?
you've
Hi,
been
Tevlov.
neglecting, Stanley.
Yes, I am live.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please,
Ever see you streaming though?
stop
Me
trying to
too.
make every decision
I
by
almost didn't
yourself.
today.
Now, I'm not asking
Even though
for
it's been
me,
2 weeks
I'm
since I
asking
last
for her.
streamed.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To
Let me
put your work
in.
aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I can't remember if I did this one already. Those are a lot of boxes. Yeah, I'm at a warehouse. Soju is an Asian type of alcohol. I think it's rice based. 22 shots of that? Is it like strong or not? You know what I was drinking last night? Surcist! Oh, one of them went to my mom. Aw, thank you. Oh my gosh. Didn't do the bucket stuff yet? What? Thank you so much, Xerxes. I need to change the goal now. It is no longer updated. I think I go to this. How do I do it? What's the progress? Oh, I think I... Thank you so much! I mean, drinking Henny. Yeah, last night my friend, I was like, I've never had Hennessy before. And she was like, we're going to the store right now and buying some. And I was like, okay. Thank you so much! Oh my god, Xerxes. You're too nice. That's too much. 8 gift subs? What the heck? Thank you. My classes ended 2 weeks ago, and you haven't streamed since then until now. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. I didn't think it had been that long, but I looked back at my last VOD and it said 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh my god, I've been slacking. Been slacking. You didn't do the bucket stuff yet. Seems to be the best part of the new stuff. The bucket. I don't know how to get back to the new stuff because last time I got there, I think it was from clicking on all the doors. And I tried that again and it didn't take me there, so I don't know how to get back there.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay, last time I think I didn't pick up the phone, so... Wait, maybe I did. I don't remember. Tiff said, have a wonderful night. My lady?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Did I do this?
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha.
I remember this from last time I played the game.
Come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Bye! Oh, I
They
can't
wanna
run
commit
away.
Their life to you.
I'm
trying
trapped.
to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really
Excited for the new
going on
Pokemon
here.
games? Oh, yeah, I am. I don't know why, but I feel like so burnt out on Pokemon. Because, like, Diamond and Pearl came out, and I didn't even get to finish it before Arceus came out, and I haven't even finished Arceus. So I haven't finished the last 2 Pokemon games that came out, and I just feel, like, burnt out on them. Like, I don't feel like finishing them. I am excited to see the new game, though. But, like, yeah, I'm burnt out on Pokemon. Burnt out on everything. That's why I'm quitting my job. I went to Laos New Year's with a friend, and I've never had so much Martell in my life. Southeastern Asians love cognac. I didn't even know what cognac was until last night. I was like looking, because my friend was like, buy us some Hennessy, and I was like, okay. So I went in the store and I was looking in the whiskey section because I thought Hennessy was whiskey, and I like could not find it. And then she's like, oh, it's cognac, and I was like, what the heck is cognac? I'd never heard of that before, but now I know what it is, I guess. That was my first time ever having it, was last night. Wait, where is Baby Yoda? Wait. Now that you mentioned Baby Yoda, I feel like I haven't seen him in a while. Where is he? I forgot he existed. I totally forgot Baby Yoda existed. What the heck? Where is he? I have no idea where he is. He's usually sitting on my desk. No, wait. Where the heck is he? Cause when my friend came over, he like picked it up and he was like, why does it look like he's so flat? And I was like, oh, it's because I punch him on my stream. And he's like, what? But he was just here. Is it okay if I punch Ludicolo instead? Yeah, my friend, like, literally, he noticed that he was flat. He's like, why does his face look caved in? And I was like, oh, that's a thing. I punch him, and he's like, oh, okay, you psychopath. And I was like, yeah. What is cognac? It's a type of alcohol. I'm gonna punch Ludicolo instead of Baby Yoda, because I guess Baby Yoda ran away. Oh, that's like a hard punch. Ow! Ow! His hat is hard. Owie. He's fighting back. Oh, look at my beautiful wife.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I do look sunburnt. I think it's my makeup. Because I do fake freckles. I think maybe I did them too strong today. Gummy bear. Press I.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh, well, what if I press the wrong button? Nothing happens. Okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly
How
what
does
he's
it sound?
told
I know,
to
it looks
do.
like it.
Now he's pushing a button.
I wish it was
Now
a sunburn,
he's
because that
eating
would mean that
lunch.
it's summertime.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
You chose this life. Boop.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
That's sad. He's like dreaming of places he wants to go, but he'll never be able to. Damn. Guys, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? If I like was given a bunch of money for a trip and I could go anywhere I wanted, I think I would go to Japan with my dad. I would take my dad to Japan. And I would go to Tokyo Disneyland. Japan easy clap. I also would like to go to Norway. And like, I've already been to France and London. I don't know if Norway's very cool, but I have relatives that live there. So that'd be cool to go there. Kind of want to go to Norway because my family... Me too! Yeah, I have family there. It'd be cool to like go there and meet them and stay with them and travel around.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined
the
that
game
one
loud
day
enough?
while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press K to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either.
Mention your Norway
At
relatives
last,
are quite wealthy.
choice.
Maybe
It
just ask
barely
and they'll pay
even
for it.
mattered what lay behind each
They've
door.
never met
The
me
mere
before,
thought that
so
his
I
decisions
don't
would
know
mean
if they would
something
want to
was
do
almost
that.
too wonderful to behold.
Also, that's insane that you remember that. Press M to prepare dinner. Boop.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
Geez,
he
my
began to
dinner
fill
made
it
a
with many
mess.
possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Jamie, been a while. How you been? I haven't streamed in 2 weeks, but I quit my job yesterday, and I'm back. Press Q to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again.
Night of the Moon,
and
how do I get
again,
back to,
over and over, wishing beyond hope that
the
it would
sequel
never
part
end,
of the game?
that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just
I
one
did 23
more time.
and me, and I'm from a specific part of Norway. Tell your wife you love her. I love you, wife.
But there is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
What if I want to do it? Yes, quitting jobs. Right? And like it's kind of funny because this game is kind of about like a guy who hates his job and does the same thing every day. And I'm like, maybe when I played this, it inspired me to quit my job. Maybe this is why I quit. He said not to press it, but I have to. I have to, or else nothing's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure it's been long enough that nothing's gonna happen, so I have to just press it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Good night, Meep. Press T to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as
A
Stanley.
mirror?
We're not so different,
What?
I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time
Force
he'll
him to see himself.
Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please
And Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
I think I died. 22, live life. I'm 26, and I started really living less than a year ago. Do as much as you can and don't care what people say about you. Seize the day. Yeah, right? I'm 22 and all I do is work. Like, I haven't even been, like, doing things that I like to do anymore. I haven't been streaming, which I love. I haven't been making art or, like, doing school stuff, which I normally really like to do. All I've been doing is working, and I'm like, why? I don't care about a pizzeria. And like I'm ignoring all these things that I actually do care about. Like I feel like I'm just like not moving forward in my life at all. Like I'm just like staying still. So I had to get out of there. Had to get out of there while I still can. While I'm still young, I gotta enjoy my life. Okay, Night of the Moon, how do I get back to the sequel part of the game? Help. Because I don't think that this works anymore.
Please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times.
This job inspired you to quit your job?
Think an achievement is worth?
Last time you
No,
jumped
no,
in a
no,
hole
no.
over and over until
I
you ended
can't
up
just give
trapped.
these merits away for such little
Congrats on
effort.
joining your
A
job.
measly
Thank you.
5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click
Thank
the door
you,
20
backer.
times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I am excited to not work. Well, I'm still going to be working in other ways. So what now? I don't know. I have some money saved up, so I'll be good for like the summertime. When summer's over, I'll probably get another job or go back. But I need a break, so I'm just going to be streaming and doing schoolwork. And focusing on me. I need some me time. The new content door with the flashing lights, if it's... I don't think so. I passed by earlier and I didn't see it. Oh wait, I did.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Oh,
and
the
smiled.
bucket? Is this the bucket you were
He'd
talking
never
about?
be alone again. Not truly alone. Not with the bucket around.
What do I do with the bucket? The new bucket. What do I do with the bucket? Probably more enjoyable ways though. Yes, yep. Still be working, but on things that I care about. Gonna turn in. Bye, Peacein. Oh, thank you for the bits. Thank you, Peacein. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and for your support. You're a good friend. Is that the bucket from the last time? Yes, this is the bucket. The important
Stanley
bucket.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Does the bucket change things? Maybe I'm done with the sequel room. And now I just go back through the old stuff with the bucket. Oh right, I need to find those.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Stickers? Throw the bucket at the 420 door.
Stanley and the bucket
I don't think I can throw it.
to the boss's office.
I wonder if it'll change this thing if I have the bucket.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better
Stanlerines.
encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I like Stanlerines. It's the same content but with a bucket. You know what? I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. If it's the exact same game but I'm holding a bucket this time, totally fine.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Wait, maybe I did do this part
And in such
with
a
the bucket.
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he
Hi,
was
Kuroki.
crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned
don't
its
have
gaze,
Baby
but said
Yoda.
nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance
I
and
lost
wisdom
him.
for me in difficult
I
times.
can
such
punch
as these.
Mario.
He held
Do
the
it,
bucket
end
close,
him.
yet felt
I
none of
lost
its
Baby
familiar
Yoda.
reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the
Snorlax.
psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. Now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my
He's
bucket,
fine.
I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley!
The innocent bystander since Yoda ran away. I gotta have someone to take
He
out
rushed
my
forward
anger
from room
on.
to room, passing by one
Gotta
bucket
punch
after the
someone.
next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
It's just not the same. I know, it's not the same.
He had
Baby
to find
Yoda's like the
bucket. He
perfect
had to
texture
return to his
to
old
punch.
friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked
Man,
up
I
her
don't know,
bucket
he's
of comfort
gone.
and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking
Accidentally
and
got an
screaming
ending
to
while looking
himself,
for Baby
and then
Yoda.
collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
I think
Right
I got this
away,
one last
she
time I
knew
played.
what the problem was. This man had
Yeah.
no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
But I
Perhaps he
did
didn't
take my
even
bucket
realize
with him.
He'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
He made his move after years of abuse. He finally
And she
got out
hugged
of
her
there.
own bucket even
It's
tighter.
okay. I'll get him
But
back.
of course, she had no time
I
for
can
this.
convince him
There
to come
were
back.
A myriad of confusing problems.
Baby
She would
Yoda, you're
soon have to
nothing
go
without
find
me.
work, for which her bucket would provide absolute
You'll
guidance
never
and
get
total
anywhere in
clarity.
life without me.
Heck yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks ass. and she backflipped all the way to work.
My life kicks ass. I see you back. Thank you, Cyber. 7 months? Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you for the sub. Guys, thank you so much for all the support today.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I really
What could
appreciate
mean?
it.
Stanley decided to go
Especially
to the
having
meeting.
quit my
Perhaps he
job.
simply missed a memo.
It's very scary, you know, to quit your job. But you know, you guys make everything okay. You guys are making me think that maybe I made the right choice and your value comes through me hitting you. You'll be nothing. Exactly. Exactly. Baby Yoda, he gets his energy by me punching him. But yeah, you guys make me feel valued, okay? Thank you.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket.
My
Off
bucket.
on another thrilling adventure together.
Oh, guys, what should we name the bucket? I feel like it would only make sense to name it.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
A large room with lots of boxes. Some are both red and blue. Oh, that's to get the Stanlerines. Okay, the red and the blue place. That must be the place that... where it says go in the blue door. I think that's probably that one. And then the large room with lots of boxes must be the warehouse. But we'll worry about that later. I want to go up to the office. Take it through the door. What? There's a door that says no buckets allowed? Where?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket
this
walked
way.
upstairs to the boss's office.
I got that one. It's in the lower part? It's down the stairs? Call the bucket Buckley. Buckley's a pretty good name. Good night. Oh, good night, Jax. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you. Can't wait to see MEB versus Baby Yoda domestic abuse court case. Gonna be bigger than Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Ernie! Thank you for the Prime
Stepping
sub.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once
4
again stunned
months?
to
Oh
discover
my
not
gosh,
an
thank
indication
you.
of any human life. Crushed by the
Oops.
weight of this revelation,
Thank you so
Stanley
much.
may have broken down into
Ernie,
an
how have
emotional
you
dumpster
been?
fire, if
What's
not
up?
for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Start with the
Even
lift.
now, in his
and you jump
darkest
off
of
the
hours,
lift.
did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the
lift.
dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection
You
he
have a
shared
wonderful
with the
night.
bucket
Gotta work
that he
tomorrow.
didn't
Good
notice
night,
the
Cyber.
keypad
Thanks for
behind the
coming.
boss's
Thank you for the
desk.
sub.
Nor
Have
in
a
his
good
bliss
night.
of simply being near the
Good luck
bucket
at work
did he
tomorrow.
have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
2845.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
It's so dark. There's parts in the last game that I can't find. Like, there's like a staircase that like leads nowhere, and then you just kind of jump off and die.
The
And
elevator
then there's like that
raced downward,
space room.
plummeting towards an unknown
I don't know how to
fate.
get there.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
We should all quit our
Soothing
jobs like
him,
Emmy did.
comforting him, reassuring
Do it.
that in this darkest moment of uncertainty,
Been good. How about you?
he would
I've
be
been
right. The bucket is here for you,
good.
Stanley.
I've been okay.
Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket
Oh,
walked
this
straight
leads
ahead
to
through the
here.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, where'd my bucket go? Oh, I still have it. Okay. Buckley.
The lights rose on an
Buckley,
enormous
no.
room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Speaking of jobs, I applied for a summer internship yesterday. That's what I should be doing. I should apply to internships.
The monitors jumped to life,
I hope
and
that
Stanley
you get
nearly
it. Good
dropped the
luck.
bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It'll be okay, Buckley. You're safe with me, Buckley. If everyone refused to pay taxes, do you think they'd arrest us all? I wonder what they would do. If, like, every single person in the world just didn't do it. I wonder what they would do. Probably something
Was
bad.
the bucket under the mind control
They'd
facilities
show up at all our
influence as
houses
well?
with guns like, pay
Had the
it!
bucket
Pay
been
your
told to do
taxes!
things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously
A
in
global
Stanley's
strike.
mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He
Whee!
squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
All I trust is Buckley. No one else in the world matters to me.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
It just
Controls
brings you
labeled with
here.
emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Me and Buckley.
They
yeah.
high-fived
Dream
in a really
team.
cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
They can't stop us all, but we can stop you. It's very deep, very wise. I like the thought that the government just turns up at our houses with their hat in their hands begging us to pay please, please pay your taxes. They're just like, no, shut up. Get out of here. Throw their hat on the ground. What am I supposed to be doing here? It's so dark. Can't see. I don't like it. Mine. Oh, I have to. Oh, that's right. Okay, I have to go turn the power either on or off. I don't know which one I want to do. Perhaps off? Stanley now has unimaginable power, right? This bucket, I
When
can
at
do
last they
anything.
came to the source of the root, Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine.
Me and
Freedom was
Buckley
now
are
mere
outta here.
moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Sneeze in every country. You guys, you know what is kind of a flex? When I went to Europe, when I went to France, I went in the Eiffel Tower. I went to the very top of the Eiffel Tower, and you know what I did? There's a bathroom on the top of the Eiffel Tower, and I pooped. So I pooped on the top of the Eiffel Tower. Is that a flex or what? Have you pooped in a cooler place than that? I doubt it.
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Go door to door threatening people to get baby out of bag.
What? Wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room.
Sounds like a win for America.
And uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No!
Even the facility itself recognized
I'm
the
not leaving
incredible
without
calming
Buckley.
presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it.
No!
Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
At least I have Buckley. I want to climb Mount Everest and take a poop at the top of the world. That sounds like fun.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had... Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfect. Stanley
I love
clutched
you,
the
bucket.
bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
No bucket,
Good
please.
Stanley.
You don't
I'm
like
glad
Buckley?
You found your way here.
You can get
I
out.
knew you'd find this place eventually.
Oh, this is scary. What the heck?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes,
sorry.
That's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Broom closet. Stanley and Buckley, 2022 relationship goals. Okay, name a better relationship. Stanley and the bucket or Emmy and Mario? This is a test. You better give me the right answer. The wrong answer will result in a ban. It's my wife and our baby that I set on fire. Wait, what am I supposed to do now? Help! Oh, this door opened. The Adventure Line.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Stanley wouldn't abuse the bucket, though.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable
You don't
is
know
all
that.
about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original
You don't
dialogue?
know.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
You punched Mario earlier. We were just playing. We were playing. You don't get it.
Don't you get it, Stanley?
Get us.
We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce
Get
a
rid of the
brand new
bucket?
character. This
Heck no.
is the Bucket Destroyer.
Nope.
I
Nope.
think it'll make a
Nope.
wonderful
Oh, no,
new
I'm
addition
trapped.
to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No. No.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
No.
Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
Not Buckley.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No. Buckley, I won't do this to you. There's gotta be another way. There's gotta be another way. I can't kill Buckley.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
No.
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Am I in hell?
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spell-binding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
I feel bad now. But I had to save Buckley, you know? I'm not killing Buckley. This game is just a man doing drugs passed out at work. Probably. Bucket.
All of his co-workers were...
Bucket,
Wait,
are you okay?
No, this isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
What? It's the same office, you dingaling.
A good bucket. A strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I haven't
And
stayed
here
in
it
here.
was.
What
Had
happens
the
if you
bucket
stay in
turned
here?
out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Oh, so nothing happens if you stay in here. Okay.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Oh.
It should have alarmed him, of course,
How do I
because
get down
buckets
there?
can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this.
How do I
obvious
get down
fact.
there?
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had
I jump,
spoken
I'll
to him,
die,
and
I
he
think.
unthinkingly did whatever the... But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
I'm sorry, Bucket. How do I get down to that
All
door?
of his co-workers were
Over
gone.
the walkway?
What could it mean?
But I can't
Stanley
jump that
decided
far.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Come on, Bucket.
The
Come on,
embrace
Buckley.
of an old friend, a weathered companionship.
What if I call
that
him
stands
Bucky?
the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way
Buckley
to the
or
meeting
Bucky?
room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind.
Better story than Romeo and Juliet.
Stanley
Yeah,
took
Stanley
the
and
door
the
on his
bucket
left to
jumping
go back
off
to the meeting
of a
room.
lift and falling to their deaths.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Oh.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
A Stanlerine.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines.
Now there's
Very
Emmy
soon,
and Bucky
you'll collect
standing.
the last one, and then the
Splattered
first
all
number
over the
will
place.
equal the
What?
second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
I only need one more. Well, now is it too high to jump? I'm lower now. I'll probably still die. I'm gonna go through this vent. Ooh. Ooh, tapes.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so
Wait, who's saying this? It
differently when
doesn't sound
this
like the
bucket
narrator.
is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes.
It says narrator
It's
sound system, but it doesn't sound
unthinkable
like
the
it.
amounts of money
Stickers
people
came
will
in?
pay for even just an
Oh,
hour
yay! Good.
with the bucket.
They take forever.
This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
What? Who was that guy?
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a
I only
better
need one more
co-worker.
Stanlerine.
In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This
Okay, I
was not
think
the correct way to the meeting
Now I'm
room.
gonna go to the place with the
Stanley had
red
felt the
and
bucket
blue
calling to him,
door.
telling him that the
Pretty sure he's
employee
fine,
lounge
right,
was simply
guys?
the place to be.
He's probably
And
fine.
here it was. Had the bucket
think
turned out to be correct?
maybe,
was
like,
this better? No, never
The
mind.
tape just
The bucket
died.
was
I don't
wrong.
know. Who just
Stanley
ended that
took
guy?
the door
No,
on his left
he's
to go
fine.
back to the meeting
He's
room.
okay.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Ah,
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was
I
speaking
almost
to him.
fell off.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to
Whee!
him, and he
think the red and
unthinkingly
blue
did
door are right
whatever
over
the
here.
bucket asked.
Danger everywhere.
No, stop.
Hey.
Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and
Hi,
properly.
Pivot.
So much of the impact of the story is dependent
How are you?
on
What are you
your
up to?
understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please.
I don't know
step in
what
here for
is
a
and
moment.
isn't a bucket. It's so confusing to know if something's a bucket or not. Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not
Should
the
be
thing I'm
easy.
showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
I got this.
Okay, let's begin.
Okay.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Is this a bucket? Starting out with a tough one here. What do you guys think? I think it is a bucket. Imposter? It could be an imposter bucket. Could be a trick question. I think maybe, yeah.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I knew it.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes?
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Well, this one's gotta be a bucket. Since the last two weren't, I think that he's gonna try and get me to say no this time. So I'm gonna stay with yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Let's go! Let's go.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Okay. This is a tough one. Because you gotta really think about what makes a bucket, you know? So a bucket is like a container that can hold things. And is that not a container that can hold things? Am I wrong? So I'm gonna argue that it is a bucket.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the
He's
next
being
one.
mean to me. I should take him into a debate.
Is this a bucket?
Well, I mean...
Correct. This is a bucket.
Let's go. Let's go. What did I say?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
I'm sticking with yes. I'm saying yes to everything because all I know is bucket. Bucket is life.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Well, I wasn't wrong, so...
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
Am I a bucket? Is this a bucket? Is life a bucket? If you really think about it.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Maybe. Well, not only nothing is a bucket, but also everything is a bucket, so...
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all
Life
sense
is a
of
bucket.
perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
I think I'm a bucket. Am
Stanley,
I a
can't
bucket?
keep doing this.
Yes, you're a
I'm
bucket.
losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay.
No!
Here we go.
No! Run away! Run away! No! He can't take bucket from me.
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
What did I
Every single thing in the
say?
game was a bucket.
What did I
I have
say?
no idea.
Everything is bucket.
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful
I'm not a bucket?
news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if
That's
you
what
run
I'm
into
talking
anyone
about.
else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
That's what I'm talking about. Bring back the buckets. I love me some buckets. I'm
All
kind
of
of
his
sad that I'm
co-workers
not a
were
bucket,
gone.
though.
What could it mean?
I thought that I
Stanley
really
decided
was
to go
one.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
My whole life is a
everyone is so lucky
lie.
to have a bucket. But Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed. Stanley clutched the bucket
Not a
tightly to his...
bucket.
This was not the correct way
Did
to
you
the
quit your
meeting
job
room.
in the Stanley
But
Parable
Stanley
or
had
real
felt
life?
the bucket calling to him,
Real life?
telling him
I quit
that
my
the
real job
employee
yesterday.
lounge was simply the place to
Tee-hee.
be.
Tee-hee, why does my hair look like that? Okay, I fixed it. You'll never be the same as Buckley. I'll never live up to Buckley because I'm not a real bucket.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Can be a
Was this
bucket if you
better
want to
than
be a
the-
bucket. Who's going to stop
Never
you?
mind. The bucket was
True.
wrong.
I can be
Stanley took the
anything I
door
set
on
my
his left
mind
to
to.
go back to the meeting room.
I can be a bucket. Quit my job in December is lit. Nice. I think that
No,
quitting is a
said the
good
bucket.
option.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
think
It
I'm
should
gonna
have
go back
alarmed
in
him,
there.
of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact.
Is he gonna let me
He
go
was
through the
firmly
door this
convinced
time?
that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Are buckets allowed now?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to
Oh.
bring the bucket here? Unless What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a
I don't want to go through this one again.
bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about...
If I hit this, does it restart the entire game or does it just bring me back to the beginning? I think it'll just... Because I don't want to replay that whole ending again. My mom put a lot of thought... Wait. My mom, I put a lot of thought what I want in life. I just can't stop returning to this idea of being a bucket. Mom, I know you haven't always approved of everything I've done, but I'm very confident in the fact that I want to be a bucket when I grow up. I hope that you'll support me in that. Doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Everything is a bucket. You know what? True. I'm gonna live by that now. Wait, why does it look different now? What have I done?
All of his co-work. It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and
This
then
is
proceeded
not-
onward.
What the
Stanley
heck?
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be
I feel like I
correct,
did everything
was
you
it
can do over there.
Never mind. The bucket was
Why do you
wrong.
quit?
Stanley took
had
the
to,
door on his
man.
left to go back to the meeting
I
room.
had to do it. Because... Don't lie. If you're
No,
lying right now,
said the
stop.
bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
I didn't want to go this
the
way.
cargo lift, yes.
It's too late
Go
now.
there. Go to the cargo lift.
I had to quit because I need a break, you know? I need a break. All I do is work. And I never have fun anymore. And I'm like, I'm done. Done working. And
Good,
also I need to catch
said
up
the
in
bucket.
school.
Now
I'm a
ride the lift
little
all the way to
behind.
the top. There's something up there I need
And
you
I
to
never
do.
stream anymore.
Stanley
I
did
haven't
not
streamed for
question
2
why
weeks.
or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley
I could
chose
quit.
not
Congrats,
to think about this
thank you.
obvious fact. He was firmly convinced
Yeah, it
that
was
the bucket
rough.
had
I
spoken
cried
to
when
him,
I quit.
and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Man, okay, if there's only one ending through this door. I don't want to do that ending. But now I'm stuck here. Okay, let's go back.
All of his co-workers
The
were
buckets
gone.
will live
What
on.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps Stanley
Stay on the
cradled
lift.
the bucket
I already
in
did
a
that,
gentle
though.
Embrace, protective,
I already
yet
did the one where you
assertive,
go across
yet
and then you talk to your wife.
compassionate. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Now you have more time to carry around a bucket. Exactly.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the
With the
bucket
bucket.
calling to
I
him,
did do that.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I went across and I talked to the
And here
wife and then it was like,
had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door
was
on
like I
his
had to
left
keep pressing
to
the
go back to the
button
meeting
and
room. And so
everything.
the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
what the heck? What the heck?
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I haven't gone in here in a while. The panda business strategy. Yeah, I quit my job so that I could play this game carrying around a bucket. It was the grand plan. Oh, it doesn't go anywhere. Quit my job to become a professional bucket hugger. I mean, what else would I do? Gonna catch some sleep. The first clicker's your favorite Pokemon. Oh my god, everybody always asks me that and I don't know. I really like Ammonite. I like Hitmonlee, Espeon, and Umbreon. I like Gengar. I like Gen 1 Pokemon. Okay, this doesn't lead anywhere. But I feel like it should. Articuno. Nice, nice. I love the legendary birds. Now you're just naming the whole Pokédex. I know. I just love the Gen 1 Pokemon that are like really nostalgic for me. Those are my favorites.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
2,
life.
8, 4,
Crushed by
5.
the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down
5.
into an emotional but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I think the first stream of Emmy I saw, she was wearing the emo makeup, trying to find shinies. I think I was playing Pokemon? I don't know, I don't remember. Yeah, I forgot, I have makeup redeems I need to do. Gen 1 is the best, I grew up on that. I'm an absolute boomer. Me too, when it comes to Pokemon, I love all the old stuff. I don't hate the new stuff. Like, I love Arceus and like all that stuff, but like Pokemon Leaf Green, Pokemon Yellow, like, can't be beat. So good.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I don't want to do this one. How do I get to the two different ones? And the Fortnite dance? Oh my god, I forgot about the Fortnite dance. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot.
Just a step through this door,
Okay, I'll do
Stanley
that.
thought to himself, that's all I
Ooh,
need. If I can make it through this door, I can...
I don't know when I'm gonna do that.
Stanley's bucket.
I was gonna
the
say maybe
only
during the
co-worker he
charity
would
stream,
ever
but
truly need.
I'll be really busy during that. Have you ever played the hacked games, like Light Platinum? I have not played a hacked game. Bucket cosplay? What do you
Stanley
mean?
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
Like,
and
just look at
entered the
me.
door on his
Do I
left.
not look like a bucket? I don't know where else to go. I feel like I did everything. But I remember there's more stuff. I just don't know how to get to it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had
When's
felt
the charity
the bucket
stream?
calling to him.
We're gonna be
telling
doing a
him
charity
that the
stream on
employee
Monday the
lounge was simply
30th.
the place to be.
Very pretty bucket. Thank you. Everything is a bucket, so Emmy is already
And here it
cosplaying as bucket.
was.
Exactly.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
The
Was there-
narrator said that
Never mind.
Stanley isn't a
The
bucket, but he
was
didn't say
wrong.
that I'm not, so...
Stanley took the door on his
I
left
could
to go
still
back
be
to
a
the
bucket,
meeting room. And so
you
the
know?
two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
What was down here again? You weren't deleted. That's true.
Good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your
Stop
way
crushing
here.
my
I
dreams
knew
of
you'd
being a
find
bucket.
This place eventually.
Oh, this is what's down here. Man, I feel like I did everything. Is there more? Help. Help.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You can not be a bucket, and by not being a bucket, you can also be a bucket.
Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all?
Yes.
No, surely not.
I agree. That's a beautiful photo.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Get
and
well
entered the door on
someday.
his left.
Steph Curry is a bucket. Yes. Everything is a bucket. Well, maybe everything is a bucket, but not everyone is a bucket. Maybe that's... maybe that's how it works. Guys, help. I don't know where else to go. Oh my god, there's a broken pixel on my computer screen, on my monitor. For like a long time, I didn't know that monitors were different than computers. I think I was like a freshman in high school, and I would always call the monitor a computer. And people are like, that's not a computer, it's a monitor. And I was like, I don't care, shut up. But now I get it. Now that I've built a computer, I know how it works. The lore of Emmy Beef is getting out of control, and I'm scared to see where this journey goes from here. What? What? You mean the bucket thing? The bucket thing is never gonna end. I'm gonna be referencing this like 5 years from now. Okay. Man, I don't know what else to do in here. Already went down there.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
And then through there, that leads to like the mind control room. And then this elevator in here doesn't do anything. I don't think. Unless there's a way to do it. But like, I feel like I did everything. Exit Stanley's office, approach the chair at employee. Walk through the... We're too late now. Okay, wait. I'll go back. Have you tried going in? Oh, there's paper everywhere.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Go to
Stanley
desk
decided to go to the
4,
meeting room.
3,
Perhaps he had
4.
simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
Oh.
co-workers.
Oh, this window?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
All I can see
now
is
that
window.
You're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
No. Yes? Hello? Okay, well, I guess I have to go back and hit the other option now. He's teasing me. Can't wait to see Emmy Beef's wedding vows that include references to a bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
They 100%
Stanley
will.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination
Good night,
of structural
Crenbeast.
narrative tropes.
Guys, go follow Crenbeast.
So, now that
I
you're
just
here,
realized that Foolish isn't here. I haven't been doing my shoutouts. Guys, go follow Crenbeast. He's very cool and has very good TikToks.
what do you
Very
think?
high quality
Isn't
TikToks.
this a fun and unique
Lots of
place
work
to be?
gets put into those.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
I'm gonna say yes this time.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more,
To
all
quit?
of them are appropriate.
It's an appropriate time to
I'm
quit,
enjoying
you
what
say?
seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gay.
We're gathered today to celebrate
What
these
Stanley
two lovers
liked
in holy
best was
matrimony.
buttons.
And why is there a
He
bucket
pushed
sitting in
them
the front
like
row?
some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Probably fell asleep again. Yeah, Foolish is probably sleeping.
You too will become quite unbearable.
How long is this? 10 out of 10 song. Pretty good. I wonder if he's gonna say anything else. Okay, I don't think he's gonna say anything. That was nice. Okay, is there any other endings I can get? Oh, the room is weird again.
All of his co-workers, as Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them. Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch.
And we just
but it
start
did
selling
little to
bucket
discourage
merch.
Stanley's belief in the magic.
Brought 1,000 buckets from a store and sold them. Yeah, I should just sell buckets.
Stanley clutched the bucket
Could be a
tightly
good
to his
business to get
chest
into.
and entered the door on his left.
Guys, help! You didn't find the Stanlerines. True.
This
Try
was not
going-
the correct way to the meeting room.
Well, okay, the
Stanley
last one I need said that it's in a place where there's red and
Felt the
blue.
bucket calling to him, telling him
Which I thought was going to be the red door, blue door place, but that place doesn't exist anymore. I went there twice and it wasn't there. No bucket allowed door without the bucket? Oh. I had not considered that. Let's try that. You genius.
someone was following Stanley. He was sure
I kind
of
of
it.
just like figured that I wouldn't get any new content unless I have the bucket with me.
If he checked over
But
his
I don't
shoulder
think
now,
that's true.
he would surely catch them. It was only a matter
Goodbye,
of time.
bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Gotta get
Perhaps he
that
wanted to
last
stop by the employee lounge
Stanlerine.
first, just to admire it. It was okay.
Congrats on the job
But
quitting.
eager to
Thank
get
you,
back to business,
Sky.
Stanley took the first
I hope
open
it's
door
the
on
right
his left.
choice. Also, I love the Monokuma.
Stanley was so bad at following
Been watching everyone
directions,
play
it's
this game. This
incredible
game
he
is
wasn't
amazing.
fired years ago.
You should play it if you
Look,
want.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've
It's
gotten
really
off on the
fun.
wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy.
I
really, I'm
recommend it.
not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Oops.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I did not mean to do that. I bought the entire collection into Monokuma games. Oh, heck
All
yeah,
of his
Danganronpa.
coworkers were gone. What could it mean?
I'm proud of you,
Stanley
Sky.
decided to go to the meeting
You're
room.
gonna love
Perhaps he had simply
Danganronpa. It's
missed a
so
memo.
good. Avid! Hi, Amy. Welcome back. Thank you. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I streamed. But I'm back,
When
and I quit my
Stanley came
job,
to a
so
set of 2
I
open
think I'll be
doors,
streaming a
this
lot
was
more
not the correct way to
pretty
the meeting
soon here.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Ha,
well.
Emmy went splat.
Perhaps
Hey,
he wanted to
don't
stop by
laugh
the
at my
employee
death.
lounge first, just to admire it.
I didn't say to die, but you did it without the bucket, so we're proud. I did. That's
It
true.
was okay.
IRL quit or Stanley Parable quit? You're the second person to ask that. I real life quit my job
But eager
yesterday.
to get back to business, Stanley took
And my
the
camera
first
shut off.
open door on his left.
Congrats, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible
Big
he
brain.
wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about
Hurry up,
nothing but
platform.
you all this time.
I don't want
There's
to die
someone
again.
You've been neglecting, Stanley.
How's the game of Stanley? I
Someone
love this
you've
game.
forgotten about.
Whoa.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do
No
want to
buckets.
help you, to show you something beautiful.
Okay,
Look,
I don't
let
have
me
a
prove
bucket.
it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
The
And there it is. The
Stanlerine!
last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where
Heck
so
yeah.
many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Yay. Nice.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okie dokie.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing
no,
you,
I'm
Stanley?
Going in
I
circles.
wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
It's the space room.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
I'm going to commit suicide. Oh, I can't jump off. Dang it. And he was in charge keeping talking. Who? Cthulhu? Who the heck is that? Wow, this is beautiful. Hi, Zani. How are you? It's been a while. How have you been? Okay, I'm done in this room. Goodbye.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Away. Real talk though, the pizza quality is all downhill. And that mean, rude, bad ex-coworker of hers. They're in charge? Yikes forever. Ex-coworker. Well, now they're an ex-coworker now that I'm quitting, but yeah. How dare you not let me jump off into the stars?
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I don't care. Wee. Wee. I'm gonna jump off these stairs
Please,
and die.
no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I'm gonna do it. Do a flip. Goodbye.
No! Oh, thank God you lived.
What a
You
disappointment.
had me worried there for a moment. Now, no, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Wee.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
No. I want to die.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do a backflip. Woo!
Or maybe you're just
I'm
getting a
still
kick out of
alive.
it. I don't know
Oh my
anymore.
God.
I just wanted us to get along.
Still alive.
But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Goodbye,
Well,
cruel
this one is
world.
yours.
This would be the worst way to die, falling off stairs like 5 times just to die. I never came in. Gotta go fun walk. Followed by I never came in, I think. Oh, well, welcome, LZ. I recognize your username. Probably from other people's chats. But yeah, welcome. I'm glad that you came. It was fun talking with you. Amy was the real monster all along. I'm going to commit suicide. Eee.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Poor narrator. Am I the drama? Now what?
Stanley,
Whoa!
I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things.
What the heck?
It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Oh!
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Back to the memory
just
zone.
one more time.
Oh!
Oh my God! Oh Jesus!
Kermit suicide. The memory zone. Dun dun dun.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Now I have 7. These are really scary. I'm so powerful, I have 7 Stanlerines. I was supposed to have 6.
And here was a second Stanley. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable
Wait, that's
ways.
illegal. Ooh. Boss's office
Okay,
or under
let's
the
do a little
stairs.
quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
This one? Maybe?
No. Under the stairs was the 4th place you found a Stanley, not the 3rd.
Oh.
Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If under the stairs feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
What? I'm trapped. Oh. Never mind.
Let's see,
Person that
what came next?
exists. Hello, welcome back. How have you been?
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone.
10
so
out of
it must
6.
have happened.
Ooh, I like this room.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh my god. This is so good. The pictures. You found it near the cargo lift. Wow, this is impressive. I wish I could edit like that.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
8 minutes. He spent 8 minutes on that. It's kind of impressive. Oh, we're back here.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh, you changed your username? Oh. Okay. For some reason, I still knew it was you. I mean, he's finding a lot of Figleys. I like to call them Stanlerines. But Figleys works too.
And then
Ooh.
there was no more. Because we've
You
caught
are
up
in the
to the
present.
present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Oh. Is that the end? Am I that predictable? Maybe.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
The past. Okay, we'll do it backwards now.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors.
Now I have
remember
13.
this.
Heck yeah.
I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most
Yeah,
distinct
Buckley, I
and clear
miss
in my
him.
mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
I'm sure he's okay.
And
We weren't
here's
allowed
where
to
I
bring
made that
him.
video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes, I love that video.
It's a pretty good video. Yeah, I had to leave him to go
Still
through the
don't
door.
remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room. These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very
Even
glad
better
we
the second
resisted the
time.
temptation. Next one.
Let me out. Oh, I have to go this way. Wait, isn't that where I came from? Okay. Game just tells us to break the game. Yeah, this game is crazy.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Birth. Stanley's birth. Oh yeah, this area. Bucket? Oh, I thought Bucket was gonna be over there. I miss
Look, it's
Bucket.
the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one. And before everything else, there was your office.
Good
Is there
times,
anything
good
else?
times.
Was there something that came before your office? There's
I mean,
something
doing
I
things
feel I can
mankind was
remember.
never
I can
meant to
remember.
do.
I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Oh.
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions.
Why
I
is
became
Emmy so
lazy,
pink today?
and I came up with, well,
Am I
up with
pink?
a character named Stanley to do
People
my
keep saying
thinking
I look
for me.
sunburnt.
He would make the decisions. He would
Am I?
decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as
Maybe.
he
I
collected
laid in the
figurines
sun for a
no
while
reason.
today.
Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
Should have
And
worn
Stanley really did make
sunscreen.
for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction.
She ate too many shrimp.
But
Only a little on
suppose
your
it's
cheek.
grown old. I
Blend in with
want
your
to
hair.
think for
Ah!
myself again.
Hey, I'm not
I
that
want to go
pink.
back to how it used to be.
Canada has
Yes,
sun.
I can be on
Yeah.
my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time.
Maybe I'm
I'll
sunburnt.
take care of myself.
I don't know.
I don't need Stanley anymore.
Oh, I should be
Oh,
paying
but
attention.
He truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
I think
did
we're
enjoy
almost
telling
done with the
story
game.
so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
A man named Stanley. A manly. Did he do the art ending? Maybe.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Stanley the Manly. Back to the main menu. What? Narrator lore. Emmy's pinker than... Hey! I'm not pink. Stop it. This is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. Bucket! Yeah, Buckley is back.
What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
I'm Stanley. You can say I'm quite manly.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
Is there
and entered the door on his left.
Is there like a specific thing I'm supposed to be doing? Because he said do it one last time.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Is the game
Perhaps
over
his
now?
boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Being Stanley. Hereby a bucket stan. Stanley is a bucket stan. I'm a Stanley stan of the man.
Stepping
Stanley.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human.
Is there like a... Oh, you said go to the main menu, right? You lied to me. You lied to me. There's another thing on the main menu now? What? Where? You liar! There's supposed to be? Oh no. Did something happen? Maybe there's one more thing I have to do. Because he said I need to go through it one more time.
This is the story.
And then I can retire. But I don't know what the last thing is that I need
All
to
of his
do.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Help. I don't think you kept the baby alive for 4 hours. Keep the baby alive for 4 hours? You mean the baby that I caught on fire? That baby? That baby lasted for like 3 seconds. 4 hours? Do I just leave the game open for 4 hours? Yeah, no, I did not get that ending. You need to restart the whole game again. And get all those scenes. Okay, so exit the game. Press Alt F4. Actually, I think you're right. I think you're trolling, but I think that is what I'm supposed to do. Most people set up an auto clicker. I don't know how to do that. I'm sure it's easy, but I'm too lazy. Don't hire Emmy as a babysitter. Oh yeah, he said this time I should set it as my favorite time. Well, I'm either gonna do 4:20 or 3:33 because that actually is my favorite time. I'll do 4:20 for the meme. Do it for the meme. 4:20, your favorite time of day. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 4:20 p.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 4:20 p.m.? Well, it's 11:44 p.m. But I'm gonna pretend like it's accurate. You know, I can just say regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I could invent some new sliders to gather more data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip up a couple new ones. Should be ready by next time you boot up the game. I don't want to. Hey! There's not anything new on the menu. You liar! You have to press the button. Then eventually there's a puppy to save too. And then there's another button to press. Oh. Depends what is time? What is time? Is it real? I said get all those startup scenes. Oh, so keep exiting and reopening? I can do that. Developed by crows. Who's counting time? I don't know, maybe no one? Just the slider until the computer is barely visible. Till the dog and the cat are friends. Wait, friends or lovers? Friends? Lovers. Lovers. Just the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. Wait, what if I do it wrong? Just the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Which of the two made-up words is the most appealing to you? Occuboinkle or scrumtush? I like occuboinkle. It's pretty good. Please don't adjust the slider. Ah ha ha ha. Oh, it won't let me. Oh yeah, well. Ha ha. Do you know what time it is right now? Of course I do. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? I don't know. Yes? What is time anyway? Yes? Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? No. Help. Yes? Will you come back to visit me? Oh, honestly, probably not. I feel bad. I should have said yes. I mean, don't talk with the game. Why not? Whoa, why does it say maybe later right here? Oh my god, I don't think that's supposed to be there. I think I messed it up. What time is it? Does anyone truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I collected all the data on you that I can. Time is a construct. And I still don't really know you, and you don't know me. And neither of us know what time is. Oh, what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? No. Maybe that's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little more time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. What? Okay, wait. This maybe later thing needs to go away. This like ended up being on the game. Okay. My brain fried. I'm gonna go sit in the shower and cry. That's what I'm gonna do after stream too. Epilogue. Dun dun dun. Intriguing. Epilogue. Epilogue. Many, many years later. Oh, I'm back here again. I guess I should head towards the sun. Because it seems like the right thing to do. Walk towards the moon. Ah. Uh-oh, now I don't know where to walk. What does this all mean? It's so loud. The moon. I don't like this. When did Emmy get to Mars? I don't know where I am. Wasn't this game about a dude pressing buttons on his keyboard? Yes. It's about a guy who works like a really boring job, but somehow he's ending up in this place. I don't know what it all means. And now we're at the memory building. The memory facility? Oh. I hope we find the narrator. He said that we might be able to find him again someday. What's that? Cookie Nine's blog. Review of the Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. For the first game, teamed with originality, Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. The infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. Me too. Wait, what's on the side? Okay. The bucket was comforting. I gotta agree with that. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise. But a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought we had a vision for the series the players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been further from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop insulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Get on the green! Ooh, buttons. Jim. It's the Jim button. Stanley Parable was in 2013? Yeah. MEB1 bucket. Someday. There will be a bucket emote. Ooh. Sparkles. Stanlerines. Yay. Whee! Down the hole. Give me Buckley emote. Ooh. Oh? Hello again. It's nice to see you. Narrator! But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developers said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense! The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? See, that was the narrator's problem. Oh, we're not talking to the narrator right now? He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead. Try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Stanley's Tiny. Forgotten. Stanley's Tiny Pirate. Stanley Parable 3, Stanley's Tiny Pirate. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Okay, what should I say? I don't know what happens if I say yes or no. It might not make a difference what my answer is, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. The Figleys are the bad guys. Am I the bad guy? EA origin story. I think I'm gonna say, sounds like Call of Duty. I think I'm gonna say no. I understand. Sometimes we're not ready to move on. That's fine. If you ever change your mind and want to start inventing new sequels, come talk to me. I'll be right here. Well, maybe I should have said yes. Dang it. Do I have to go back? Do I have to walk through the desert again? That already happens. Many, many years later. Ah, okay, I gotta go back. I should have said yes. I'm such a fool. I wish there was a way to skip it. I wonder if this is actually the end of the game. Because I thought it was gonna end like 10 minutes ago, but it's seems like there's a bit more content. Quite a bit more than I expected. It seems kind of nice, walking through the desert at night. I feel like it would be like kind of cool. The end is never the end. So I've heard. Maybe there is no end. There might not be. Knowing this game, there might not actually be like an end. I wish there was. This game franchise is like Toby Fox. They're both unique when making their games. Yeah, I love games like that. Games that are like very weird and different. Cause like, you know, I don't like games that are like basic and predictable, boring. I like when you can like when the game developers are like creative. I wish there was a way to run. You like frog fractions then? Frog fractions? And it's free? It sounds like a game for kids to learn how to do fractions. Am I right? I mean, I could learn fractions. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Only one way to find out. That's very true. You're back. Good to see you again. Did you reconsider my idea of the new silly subtitles for sequels like the Stanley Parable 3 Nonsense Chemicals? Would you like to start doing that now? Yes. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you put your faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Alright, there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're gonna keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. 12:03. That is the current time. Adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable 3, Stanley's Tiny Pirate. What was with that car that just drove by? Is it gonna be different? He said it's not gonna be different.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
The balloons are
Employee
still there.
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never
Stanley's
quite
tiny
forget.
pirate.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation.
It's a short
Something
game
was
too.
very
Okay, maybe I'll
clearly
play
wrong.
Frog Fractions then.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
is the
decided
game
to go to the meeting room.
Different
Perhaps-
now?
Now this, Stanley thought to himself, this is
New
a bucket.
content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Is it new though, or is it the same as last time? But look, I made you some content.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley
it's the same.
Parable was a video
I think
game
we finished
released
it.
in
I think
2013
the
on
game
home
is done now.
computers.
I don't think he was lying when he said there was
And
nothing
commercial
else
success,
new.
It was expanded upon
I
in
think it's actually the
2022
same game,
the
but with a
Stanley
different
Parable
title.
Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Set the date on your
The
PC
Stanley
to
Parable Ultra
2032 and
Deluxe
start it
features
again.
Exciting new content that broadens and expands
I don't know
the
how to
world of
do
the Stanley
that.
Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Do I? Does that actually do something?
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds
I mean, playing the Stanley
delightful.
Parable as a pro
I'm very
life isn't
excited
a
to see
game
the
already.
thrilling new Ultra Deluxe
What is
content.
that supposed to mean?
Wait, Stanley. I've just
Kunai.
now realized that bucket you're holding. It's the bucket I've been working on for my sequel. How did you get your hands on it?
The title just
Isn't
changes
this the
every time.
preview to the sequel? How do you have the bucket already? This makes
How do you
no
have the
sense at
bucket
all.
already? Okay, so it's a little bit different.
Hold on. Did I already show you my ideas for the sequel? I don't remember doing that at all. You're seeing things all out of order.
Hee
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
You know what it means, MEB. No, I don't. I have no idea what you're referring to.
The infinite hole, the giant door. Did you see them already? Stanley, none of them are ready yet. I'm still developing them. They're not even close to finished. How did they look when you saw them? Were they captivating? Were they exciting? Did they fulfill on the promise of everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable could possibly be? Had I figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game?
Thank you for enjoying
Wait,
the new
if you're still carrying the bucket around with you, if the bucket is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly.
What's
You
up?
carrying the bucket with
Oh,
you
you know,
everywhere
I'm
is
good.
exactly
How are
what I
you?
set out
How
to
are you,
accomplish.
Kunai?
The bucket is the
How have you
exciting
been?
and captivating new content that I promised. I did it. I win. I made a sequel to the Stanley Parable. Yes, the sign is correct. Thank you for enjoying the new content. thank you for taking the bucket everywhere with you. Clinging tightly to the bucket, never letting it go. It means I've won. It means
Gotta go
I
sit
am
down. Good night,
victorious
Flash.
over the gamers.
Hope your no
It is a
work time
sweet
goes well.
salve of
Thank
victory
you.
on my soul.
I still have
Thank
2
you
weeks
for
left of
enjoying
work,
the new content.
but soon
The
it'll be
bucket
no
is
work
the
time.
Stanley Parable now. They are one and the same. There is no Stanley Parable without the bucket. I win, 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 I win.
That was an ending? Okay. Is there anything else new in
All
the
of
game?
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Finally, yes, the bucket. Yes, yes, yes. I love that bucket.
Is this different? Haven't seen you streaming. I know, I haven't streamed the last 2 weeks. And before
Stanley
that,
clutched the bucket
I like
tightly to
haven't
his
been
chest
streaming
and entered the door on his left.
that much. But I'm gonna start again, hopefully. It's my goal, is to start streaming again. I think we kind of finished. Is it done? Okay. The free achievement door will be open in the sequel place. So, how do I get there? Do I go through the new content door?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Every
Stanley
time I
decided to
do
go
an
to the
ending,
meeting
I
room.
completely
Perhaps he had
forget
simply missed
how
one
I got
man,
there.
One bucket. One chance to seize their destiny together.
In here? The end is never.
You
You
see,
owe
Stanley,
us. Where's
I've
our
been
pizza?
reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly
excuse
disappointing
me?
this ultra deluxe version
Why do I
has
owe you
turned out to be.
pizza?
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So
I can give you
forget this
pizza.
ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even
Oh,
further.
it's
Which
different
is
now.
why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I'll take
Now, to be
trash
clear,
pizza.
I haven't
Trash
quite nailed
pizza.
down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is
My
going to be.
pizzeria is
But let's
actually
take a
very
look at
high
some of the
quality
features I've been
pizza.
developing for
For
it.
information.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The pizza that you throw away at the end of the day. Oh yeah, we throw away a lot of pizza.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
Which door did he open?
But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented.
Free
It
achievement?
screams progress
Oh.
and innovation and
Free new and
long-term
easy achievement.
franchising potential. Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see,
Oh, I thought
you'll
this
come
thing
to this
doesn't
lever,
work.
And when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Oh, he
As you can
fixed
see, the
it.
machine is not working yet since... What? Wait. What in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God.
Can't reuse the dough, so you gotta throw it out.
Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine
We throw
is
it out
working as
after
normal,
like
as
4
I
days.
intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of
So
the Stanley
I could take home
Parable
like
2.
I could take home dough if I wanted.
Just breathe.
What? Now what do I do? Why not make breadsticks? I could. We have breadsticks there. And they're pretty good.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I've seen them all, narrator. I think. Except I think there was one room. Or fry the dough. I don't know what would happen if you
All
fried
right.
the dough.
Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Wait, no, there's a room I wanted to go in. Somewhere. I want to go in the epilogue room. It's like right here. Right here? Oh yeah. Nothing happened last time I came in here.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it would go at the end of the...
Oh.
Well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh, that's all it is. Okay. Fry water. Isn't that like really bad to put water in a fryer? Or I think putting ice in a fryer at least, it'll like blow up. I used to work at a kitchen with a pizza oven, did some of that. Fry the dough but roll some cheese in the middle. Like mozzarella breadsticks? Or like mozzarella sticks? There's the settings world champion door. What? Let me see this map. Forgot. Focaccia bread? Focaccia bread? Settings world champion. That is over there? Wait. Over there? Over here? I thought the map was pointing it right there. The flat Italian bread with lots of oil. And then you can put like sun-dried tomatoes on top and stuff. Oh, it's like right... Where is it? Over here? Out of order. You've been here already. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, is that bucket nice and warm? This bucket is the most comforting thing I've ever had. Oh, I don't think it's in there. This game lied to me. I got wine to help with the existential dread of being a millennial. Is it working? Is it helping? Okay, I'm out of here. I can't find the door. I'm giving up. I want to go to bed soon.
You know what? I think we're gonna be friends.
Oh yeah, that's that room.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I
No.
know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. Well,
Is this
I
gonna be
mean,
the
there's
same? I think we're
potential
done
here,
with the
right?
game.
It's sort of okay.
I think it's
never
like
mind.
just the same now.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel
Emmy,
good about this.
what's up?
Here we go. Version 2.
I don't think you are. Are
Who am I
what?
kidding, Stanley?
Can I
This
tell you
isn't
something?
a coherent video game at all. It's a lot
Yes.
of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how
About
good
how to
these
get new
gags are, they
endings?
wouldn't stand on their own.
Yes,
They
you-
would
you
need
may.
the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's
But I
it.
think we're
I
done.
can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features
Just
into
hold
it.
bucket.
Tastefully, of course. With
Yeah, we
respect,
did that already.
with care for the vision and
We went through all the
integrity of
old endings with the
original game.
bucket,
Would it
and
possibly work? I suppose it could, but it would need a really,
did
really
the
tremendous
epilogue,
title screen. A
and now
title
we're in
screen that says
Stanley
with
Parable
bold and
3.
uncompromising
So I think
conviction,
we're done.
This is the Stanley Parable.
I think we're done. And then I think if you close it out and reopen it, it'll be Stanley Parable 4. Sorry, my camera shut off. Beep, beep, beep. We could keep the baby alive for 4 hours? Nah. Stanley Parable 4. The Deadly Pencil. This is creepy. Press begin. I think it'll be the same.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley
This is a story of a man named Stanley. Think it's the same.
all of his co-workers
He said it was gonna be the same. Like, even though the title's changing, he said it's gonna be the same. And I didn't believe him. But I think he's right. Stanley Parable 5. Skeleton boyfriends. Lose out my mind. Hello! Who's that? Who's that guy? I don't like it. It's creepy. Okay, let's do a couple more. I think it's supposed to just go on forever. I can't wait for Stanley Parable 69 to come out. Same. Stanley Parable 6. More cheese. Penguin. More cheese. I wonder how many of these they made. What about Stanley Parable 21? What about Stanley Parable 420? Davy Reedon. Stanley Parable 7. Passion of the Circles. A chicken and a pineapple. Passion of the Circles. Okay. Can do the 10-year thing. Okay. Okay. So do I do it while the game is open? Or is it date and time? Okay, let's see if that does it. We're in 2032. I would be 32 if it was 2032. Stanley Parable 8. Evil pencil. Oh my god, did it do anything? Did it work? Hi, CD. How are you? Oh, this is different.
Hold on. What's this?
8. 8. 8.
8.
8.
The Stanley Parable 8? No. This
8.
doesn't look right at all.
8.
8.
The Stanley Parable
8.
takes place in an office
8.
building. There are doors
8.
and branching
8.
paths. This
8.
is just a button that says 8.
8.
Where did the Stanley
8.
Parable go?
8.
8.
8.
I like this
8.
game.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
8.
I'm
8.
looking around and I really can't find the game anywhere. No boss's office or
8.
mind control facility
8.
or any of that.
8.
Literally just this 8
8.
button. And what's worse
8.
is that you seem to be having a better time with this nonsense game than with the story I wrote for you.
8.
I'm actually a little insulted.
8. 8.
8.
8. 8. 8. 8.
Did the 2032 thingy work?
8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
8.
Well, I don't know what happened to the Stanley Parable
8.
or what the 8 button is,
8.
but apparently you're
8.
having a riveting time with it.
8.
And frankly, I don't
8.
even want to pander to someone who
8.
finds this enjoyable.
8.
So with that, I
8.
guess just go
8.
ahead and enjoy the
8.
Stanley
8.
Parable 8.
8.
8.
8.
8. Oh, I got an
8.
achievement for it? Oh,
8.
I didn't even see it.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8. 8.
8.
8.
Everything is 8.
8.
Everything is bucket
8.
and everything is 8.
8. 8.
Okay. Okay, I think we're done with the game now. 8. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. Stanley Parable was fun. Everything is 8 buckets. Here's a link to my link tree if you want to follow my Instagram or my Twitter or anything like that. And then here's a link to the Discord where I'll be sending announcements, updates. Everybody in there is really cool. I highly recommend joining. We do movie nights and stuff sometimes. We're gonna raid. Oh my god, I have to fix my clock. Okay, wait. My computer's like, no, what are you doing? I can't be living in the future. Oh my god, I'm not logged into my Twitch. What the heck? Okay. Well, I'll just see who's live on my phone then. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so next stream we're gonna be starting Poppy Playtime, I think. I think we're gonna start, well, it would be Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, so I think we're gonna start that on Sunday. No one noticed my new badge this whole stream. I did! It says you're watching without video. Are you? Okay, we're gonna raid Brotato Jin, Nandre, Glow. Glow's playing Stardew Valley. Brotato Jin is playing a game called Metro. Or Savory Nugget is playing Terraria. Let's raid Brotato Jin. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for all your support and for being amazing beefers. Potato Jin. We're gonna raid Potato Jin. He's an awesome streamer. He's a potato. He's a good friend of mine on Twitch, and I highly recommend sticking around to watch his stream. It looks like he's playing a very interesting game as well, so that'll be fun to watch. Yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday for Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. I believe that is what we're gonna play. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. Hopefully I'll be streaming more in the future because I quit my job and I miss streaming. I haven't been doing it nearly enough. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday. And there is an event coming up. I'm doing a charity stream for Games for Love. The charity stream is going to be on Monday the 30th. So I'll be sending updates in the Discord and on Twitter and stuff. So just keep an eye out for that. It's going to be very fun. I believe for the charity stream I'm going to be replaying the FNAF series. So that'll be really fun. And I'll see you guys there. See you on Sunday for Puppy Playtime. Goodbye everybody. I love you. Talk to you in the Discord. Goodbye.